My name is Adam Dennison, and I'm here at RE/MAX R4. And what we have going on here is a Children's Miracle Network Hospital's Miracle Home. And what a Miracle Home is it's a property that a RE/MAX agent will list. And after they sell or buy that property, they will make a donation after the closed transaction to their local Children's Miracle Network Hospital. So what we want to show today is what this house is all about and how the money that RE/MAX agents raise for Children's Miracle Network Hospitals is used to help the kids and communities across the US and Canada. So let's go inside. So we're going to start here in the living room. And what we're trying to show here is that donations really impact the lives of kids and their families in a lot of different ways. And donations that are made to Children's Miracle Network Hospitals through the RE/MAX Miracle Home program really do go a long way. So the first thing we can take a look at here is some child artwork. And so what we're illustrating here with this is that a lot of times RE/MAX donations help fund programs such as art therapy. And we've learned that through research that art tends to be a very therapeutic experience that can help kids in the healing process. And so we wanted to illustrate just kind of the power of that as well. Just like art therapy, another type of therapy that might be helpful to kids in the hospital is music therapy. So we've got a guitar here, and what music therapy has been proven to show is that it not only does it help manage the anxiety and the stress, but can actually help with pain management as well. And so a number of our hospitals have music therapy programs that are funded by donations by people like RE/MAX agents and all the awesome things that they do. Let's go and take a look in the kitchen and the dining room here. So your pretty standard kitchen, dining room kind of setup here. What we're trying to illustrate here, you'll notice that we have a place setting here. We've got 3 place settings here, but one of these is not your typical place setting. And that's because for many kids, family dinner is not a typical experience. And so we've got our buddy Vinny here. Vinny is a miracle child, and he has cystic fibrosis. And part of Vinny's daily regimen, in addition to taking over 100 pills every day, is that he has to consume 10,000 calories per day. And the way that he does that primarily is through some supplemental nutrition here. So we have a feeding tube on display that Vinny might actually use to help him get that added nutrition that he needs to continue to grow and to thrive. And so for the first few years of his life, Vinny wasn't really growing that much. But because of the donations that have come in and the resources made available to him, Vinny is hitting repeated growth spurts. And so now his parents are actually rejoicing in the opportunity that they have to buy clothes for him because he keeps growing out of his clothes so quickly. Well, take a look at the wall over here. So again, just because you have a miracle kid, you have a kid treating in the hospital, that doesn't mean that life stops for you. And so what we're illustrating here with this calendar here is that you've got a bunch of different medical appointments that are scheduled, but you have that interspersed with the typical stuff like soccer practice. A miracle family's calendar may look very similar, but have some addition similar to other people's, but have the additional medical treatments and such that need to be done. Right? One of the cool things that happens through RE/MAX agents is that when they make a donation to their local Children's Miracle Network Hospital through the Miracle Home program, they have the option of sending their clients an honor card. And the honor card highlights that a donation has been made to that local hospital, and it has the name of a kid there and talks about what the impact of that has been made. So the honor card is a very popular way that RE/MAX agents can show their clients that they are giving back and helping kids get the care that they need. Let's go in the bedroom. Let's take a look here. So, pretty typical kid's bedroom here. We got some toys on display here, and what we're trying to show here is just like art therapy and just like music therapy, another very therapeutic experience for kids is play. So just because they're in the hospital doesn't mean that they have to stop being a kid. So many hospitals will have programs where they allow kids to have opportunities to play with toys. If they're older kids, maybe they play video games or they have movies or whatever that might be, because that is a very important part of the healing process. Now we have another piece of equipment right here. This is a cystic fibrosis vest here, and this is Vinny's actual vest. And so what this vest does is it actually kind of will vibrate to loosen up some of the fluids inside Vinny's lungs to make sure that he's able to breathe and get the oxygen that he needs there. And this kind of equipment is often funded by donations that people make through RE/MAX agents or other people that might donate to CMN hospitals. Again, just because they're in the hospital, life doesn't stop, and that includes education. And so many hospitals have programs that are funded by donations that allow kids to continue their education. That might be actual school settings. Some hospitals actually have a school inside the hospital where they have paid teachers that are there helping the kids continue their education while they're undergoing treatment for whatever ailment they might have at that point. So again, donations are critical to funding that kind of stuff. And we'll take a look at this wall here. And so what we really want people to understand is that there is a gap between the amount of fundraising that happens for children's hospitals and the amount of fundraising the hospitals actually need. Children's healthcare is severely underfunded, and kids can't wait for a debate to happen about that. We need to figure out ways to solve that problem now and close that funding gap. And so we really do believe in this, that when you change kids' health, you're changing the future. These kids can go on to become doctors and engineers and lawyers and accountants and all kinds of amazing things that are really going to change the future for the better. And so it's up to us in this generation to be able to change kids' health and change the future. And so we're inviting our RE/MAX agents here at R4 to sign up, to pledge their support, and to visit beamiracleagent.com, where they can actually come in and get some more information about how they can participate and donate to help the kids get the care that they need.